I'm going to discuss the strike-off scheme for the companies. As we all know, we register a company under the Companies Act, and it's a legal entity. So what happens when the company becomes defunct? When there is no activity in the company and there is no activity proposed in the company. So Companies Act provide for an exit scheme for the companies, which is called Fast Track Exit Scheme, which was there in the earlier Companies Act 1956. Under the scheme, a form can be filed and the name of the company is struck off from the register of the companies. Now, while the new notification, the scheme is now known as strike off scheme. Under this is also fast track scheme, under which a company can be strike off. Instead of going to the long procedure for the winding up and all, a company can be struck off by merely filing a form. The process is easy. The directors are required to give an affidavit and indemnity, and based on the documents, we file a form that is known as ST2K form for closure of the company. And there are some conditions to be fulfilled by the company. The company should be defunct. There should not be any liability or asset in the company. There should not be any business in the company for the last 2 years, or in case there is a company which was incorporated and it has not started any activity. And the bank account should be closed. There should not be any bank account for the company, and it should be passed by a special resolution by the shareholders, or consent of the 75% of the shareholders are accorded for closure of the company. The form is, as I told, is ST2K. We have to attach here with an indemnity from the directors, an affidavit from the directors, their KYC documents, and statement of affairs by the chartered accountants, which should not be less than 30 days from the date of filing. Apart from that, proof that the bank account has been closed, basically a letter or a closure bank statement will do, and also the consent from the shareholders, and in case the EGM was held, the special resolution which was passed to be attached. In case you hold the EGM, you have to also file a MGT 14 form for the special resolution which was passed by the shareholders of the company. Once this is done, the filing fee is rupees 10,000. Once this is done, the form is filed and you are done with that. The ROC may ask for some questions or some resubmission which you have to follow up. And once the process is complete here, and after the company closure, you should surrender the PAN, TAN, GST, if any, of the company, and your company is closed. This is an easy exit scheme provided to the companies which has been registered, but there is no activity in the company, and it can be closed down like this. However, in case there are creditors or some government dues, then in those cases you have to go for the long process, which is winding up of the company. I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you very much.